How's it going? Today I'm going to show you how to make the sauce base for most Mexican soups or tamales or braised meats, etc., etc., etc. You can use this for adding chili flavor to pretty much anything you want. So it all starts off with a bag of chilies. There's all different kinds you can get. There's New Mexico, there's California, there's Guajillo, ancho, so on and so forth. I have Guajillo, and it all starts with boiling them in a pot with water, turning them as needed until they get tender and wilted. Once they get to that point, then you have to de-seed them, puree them. So what I have here this is the chilies in the pot I cooked them in. So I'm taking them out with tongs while they're still hot. And now I'm going to put them into this bath here. And you don't want to use something circular. You want to have some space because you're going to have to put both your hands in there and de-seed the chilies. And if you don't do that, then it's just going to get tight. You want to leave yourself a lot of room. So I have cold water here, and I'm putting the hot chilies into the cold water. This juice right here, this is important to save. There's a ton of flavor, and if you're making a soup, like say for instance pozole or menudo, you want this in your soup for the stock. So I have all my chilies in here, and I'm just going to go in, split them apart, try to split them in half. Sometimes they split in half, sometimes they don't. And then you have all these seeds in there, and you're going to shake the seeds out until you're left with just the flesh with no seeds in it. This you're going to put into a blender or a Vitamix. I have a Vitamix, so that's what I'm going to do with that. Once you get them all ready and they're all inside, you may have to add a little bit of water. Blend them up nicely. Once they're blended up, strain them into a fine strainer or a chinois, what we call in the cooking industry. Do not use a china cap because the holes are too big and chunks of chili will go through, and that's going to scratch people's throats, or some people can't really handle the heat, and that's going to have like chunks of chili flake in your soup. If you like that, then go for it, but if not, it's best to use a fine sieve or a chinois. And if you can't get the chilies through it, use a small spoon or a small ladle and go around in a circular motion, or go up and down, and that will drain out all of the juice out of it and just leave the chunks of thick chili that you don't really want. So that's basically the first process of getting a nice chili paste slash thickened juice of a chili, and you add that to any meat or soup or whatever it is you want to add flavor to. You can save it in the freezer, freeze it up and use it as needed, or you can use it right away. Later I'll have a video on how to make pozole where I'm going to add this pureed chili to create that soup. So that's pretty much it. See you next time. God bless.